1. Which of the following best describes the primary purpose of API certification programs? A. To promote product marketing strategies. B. To ensure personnel meet standardized competency requirements. C. To provide financial incentives for oil companies. D. To encourage competition between operators. 2. What does API Q1 primarily focus on? A. Quality management system requirements for manufacturing organizations. B. Environmental sustainability and emissions reduction. C. Pipeline integrity testing procedures. D. Offshore drilling equipment safety protocols. 3. In the context of adult learning principles, an effective API training session should A. Emphasize memorization over practical application. B. Focus on passive listening and note-taking. C. Incorporate problem-solving and real-world scenarios. D. Avoid technical details to reduce cognitive load. What is a key requirement under API Spec 6A? A. Safety valves for nuclear reactors. B. Design and manufacture of wellhead and Christmas tree equipment. C. Subsea pipeline testing protocols. D. Offshore safety management. 5. Which evaluation method best measures a candidate's competency in applying API inspection standards? A. True-false written tests. B. Simulation-based performance assessment. C. Attendance monitoring. D. Peer review without criteria. 6. API 653 certification focuses on which inspection area? A. Pressure vessels. B. Above-ground storage tanks. C. Pipeline corrosion. D. Offshore rig safety. 7. When mentoring a new API inspector, the most effective approach includes A. Providing only written materials. B. Allowing observation without feedback. C. Demonstrating tasks followed by guided practice. D. Assigning tasks without supervision. 8. Under API 510, what is the maximum inspection interval for pressure vessels without RBI? A. 5 years. B. 10 years. C. 12 years. 15 years. 9. The API 570 code applies to which of the following? Storage tanks. Piping systems. C. Offshore platforms. Oil filters. 10. Effective communication during API audits involves A. Using technical jargon exclusively. B. Engaging stakeholders through clear, concise, and factual dialogue. C. Withholding information until asked. Providing vague feedback to avoid conflict. 11. The concept of continuous improvement in API Q2 primarily emphasizes A. Maintaining production speed. B. Eliminating documentation. C. Reducing costs by skipping tests. D. Systematic enhancement of processes and service quality. 12. Which of the following best demonstrates regulatory compliance in an API audit? A. Adhering strictly to local and API standards. B. Prioritizing internal policies over API requirements. C. Adjusting standards to meet financial goals. D. Ignoring documentation errors. 13. When developing an API curriculum, instructors should A. Base lessons solely on theory. B. Integrate field-based scenarios and case studies. C. Exclude real-world failures to avoid confusion. D. Use identical instruction methods for all learners. 14. The main purpose of an API 1169 certification is to qualify inspectors in A. Pipeline construction. B. Refinery maintenance. C. Offshore drilling. D. Storage tank welding. 15. In adult education for API professionals, feedback should be A. Delayed until course completion. B. Immediate, specific, and constructive. C. Critical without solutions. D. Minimal to encourage independence. 16. Which standard governs the inspection of above-ground tanks? A. API 104. B. API 650. C. FET 3. D. API 620. 17. A critical aspect of mentoring in API compliance involves A. Encouraging mentees to question established procedures. B. Limiting mentees to documentation review. C. Focusing only on technical details. D. Avoiding collaborative assessments. 18. What is the role of API 579 to ASME FFS1? A. Fitness for service assessments of pressure equipment. B. Corrosion prevention for marine systems. C. Fire suppression systems. D. Environmental compliance reports. 19. The best assessment tool for API trainees' problem-solving ability is AIMS, case-based analysis tasks. C. Attendance sheets. D. Pre-written summaries. 20. Which of the following represents a violation of regulatory compliance under API standards? A. Keeping uncalibrated inspection tools in use. Documenting equipment test results accurately. C. Conducting internal audits on time. D. Maintaining updated inspection records. 21. An API-certified instructor should use which principle when teaching adult learners? A. Learners are motivated by experience and self-direction. B. Learners prefer rote memorization. C. Learning is unrelated to job performance. D. Adults require external rewards only. 22. API RP 580 deals with which topic? A. Risk-based inspection methodology. B. Refinery construction codes. C. Fire protection systems. D. Welding procedures. 23. During a compliance audit, effective communication includes A. Listening actively and asking clarifying questions. B. Interrupting frequently to assert authority. C. Avoiding documentation review. D. Speaking in general terms. 24. An example of curriculum alignment in API instruction is A. Linking course outcomes to job-related competencies. B. Ignoring learner backgrounds. C. Prioritizing content volume over quality. D. Avoiding assessment feedback. 25. API 1104 provides standards for A. Welding of pipelines and related facilities. B. Drilling equipment maintenance. C. Tank design and construction. D. Offshore operations. 26. The mentoring technique most effective in skill retention is A. Coaching combined with hands-on demonstrations. B. Group lectures only. C. Theoretical discussions. D. Independent reading. 27. The term regulatory compliance within API certification refers to A. Adherence to laws, codes, and standards applicable to the petroleum industry. B. Suggestions for voluntary application. C. General company guidelines. D. Safety recommendations only. 28. An API instructor assessing comprehension should prioritize A. Scenario-based problem-solving exercises. B. True-false quizzes. C. Attendance tracking. D. Passive observation. 29. The main objective of the API Monogram program is to A. Certify manufacturers meeting API product specifications. B. Provide marketing certification. C. Create competition among suppliers. D. Regulate oil pricing. In API Q2, service-related product refers to A. Material or equipment used during service execution. B. Raw materials before assembly. C. Non-industrial supplies. D. Employee tools only. 31. Which API code is primarily used for refinery piping inspection? A. BAPI 10. CA 70. DA 1169. 32. To enhance curriculum development, API instructors should apply A. Bloom's taxonomy to align learning outcomes and assessments. B. Linear memorization techniques. C. Unstructured discussions. D. Arbitrary topic sequencing. 33. What is the best mentoring strategy for improving regulatory understanding? A. Scenario-based mentoring using real compliance issues. B. General discussion of unrelated topics. C. One-time orientation. D. Reading standards without application. 34. When designing evaluation tools for API training, instructors must ensure A. Validity, reliability, and fairness in assessment. B. Single format testing. C. Informal question writing. D. Minimal documentation. 35. Under API 510, which type of inspection may extend internal intervals? A. Fitness for service assessment. B. Ultrasonic baseline only. C. Visual external inspection. D. Magnetic particle test alone. 36. What should an instructor do when an adult learner struggles with API technical terminology? A. Relate terms to their field experience and provide examples. B. Ignore their confusion to maintain pace. C. Assign more reading only. D. Reduce class interaction. An API audit trail ensures A. Verification of data accuracy and traceability. B. Elimination of redundant documentation. C. Simplified record keeping. D. Faster approval without checks. 38. The function of API RP 577 is to provide guidelines for A. Welding inspection and metallurgy. Tank calibration. Valve design. D. Offshore engineering. 39. What is a key ethical responsibility of an API certified professional? A. Maintaining impartiality and integrity in inspections. B. Maximizing company profits. C. Avoiding documentation. D. Delegating accountability. 40. The most effective instructional strategy for adult API learners combines A. Problem-centered, experiential, and collaborative learning methods. B. Teacher-centered lectures. C. Memorization of standards. D. Passive listening activities.